The National Center for Lesbian Rights and the Trevor Project are organizations that claim they're against violence toward women. And yet, their own public representative, Sam Brinton, actually glorifies sexualized violence against women. During one of his recent sex-kink demonstrations at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Brinton got a volunteer from the audience to demonstrate his kink preferences on. According to the young woman, who documented her experience in the student newspaper, Brinton hit her with a carbon fiber rod so hard it left a welt that lasted for days. Again, this was according to the young woman herself, who wrote about it in the student newspaper and had never even met Brinton before. Sam also encouraged the students to practice sexualized violence on each other. The National Center for Lesbian Rights and the Trevor Project can no longer count on my support, and they shouldn't count on yours either. Sexualized violence against women is wrong no matter what the context. Choking a woman, beating her, making jokes about hurting her, and degrading her set all of us as women back. A few might say she was okay with it. This kink stuff is a form of sexual liberation. But all violence is wrong, and the National Center for Lesbian Rights and the Trevor Project should know better. It's well known that childhood sexual trauma survivors often reenact their violent experiences at the hands of other abusers. Psychologists call this a repetition compulsion. Women who were sexually abused as children sometimes gravitate to sexually violent bullies like Sam to reenact their abuse and try to get the approval of their sadistic abuser. How does Sam Brinton know he wasn't re-traumatizing this stranger when he physically assaulted her? How does he know she wasn't a childhood sexual abuse survivor? Besides which, who hits a stranger with a carbon fiber rod so hard it leaves her with a welt that lasts for days? Disgusting. This is like having Harvey Weinstein be your feminist spokesman. As a woman and as a mother, I was horrified to find out about the Trevor Project and the National Center for Lesbian Rights being associated with a bully like Sam Brinton. I would never let my daughters around him. He sends the absolute worst message to young girls. It doesn't matter what happened to Sam in his past. He's not a victim. He's now a perpetrator. Any spokesman for equality should know better. Sam even more than anyone else. It's time for him to step down. Until the National Center for Lesbian Rights and the Trevor Project apologize and totally stop working with Sam Brinton, I am not giving a single dollar of my donation money. And if you care about the rights of women and girls, neither should you. Share this video today and stop promoting organizations that help celebrate violent sexual assaults against women and girls.